Every year for Thanksgiving, I go on long trips to visit my family. So as far as gaming goes, for me, Thanksgiving equals handheld games. And one of the games I played most on those long 12-hour treks as a kid was Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins for the Game Boy.
Super Mario Land 2 always stood out to me as being a really solid Mario title, despite the fact that it was on a handheld. But I rarely hear anybody talk about it today, which is probably because, like I just said, it's on a handheld. Unlike some other 2D Mario titles, 6 Golden Coins allows you to choose which zones to go to first, and after defeating the boss of each zone, you'll get, like the title suggests, a golden coin. Collecting all 6 golden coins will allow you to enter the final level, Wario's Castle. For the sake of time, I won't cover all the zones in detail. The less memorable zones are Tree Zone, Micro Zone, Pumpkin Zone, and Turtle Zone. Although, admittedly, Turtle Zone was pretty cool if for no other reason than, well, this. The one that stands out the most is Mario Zone. It's basically a giant mechanical Mario, and the best part is that there's a level located right on his crotch. Seems innocent enough, you say? No. Let's see what's inside Mario's crotch level. Balls! Floating balls, spiked balls, balls with dancing bears on them, and balls in the background. Even the enemies in the level shoot balls out of their mouths. While Mario Zone stands out mostly for being one big sexual innuendo, my favorite level, Space Zone, stands out for a different reason. Space Zone was cool not only because, well, it's in outer space, but because it offered a new, and unlike most of the other zones, challenging form of gameplay. Rather than your typical running and swimming type of Mario platforming, Space Zone allowed, or should I say forced, you to dodge these freakily pissed off stars. These stars were the things of nightmares when I was a kid. Leave me alone! After all that craziness, it's time for Wario's Castle. The first thing that you'll notice about Wario's Castle is that, well, it's pretty freaking hard. That or I just suck, which is also very possible. Floating spike balls, fireballs, I swear, what's with this game and balls? Hidden traps, and this little drop which I swear killed me at least 30 times. But the hardest thing about it is that there's no save point like there is in the other levels. So you have to do all of this perfectly every single time, and if you mess up, well, it's back to the beginning for you. And then there's this guy. He's kind of confusing at first, but once you figure out that you just have to jump on his head, he's not so bad. Alright, on to the next guy then. Wait, what the? Oh, you've got to be... Balls! Okay, I started the castle with around 69 lives and eventually ended in the single digits and had to go to the casino to get more. Wow, I really do suck. Other than fighting games, platforming games are probably the genre I'm worst at for whatever reason. When you finally get to Wario, he's really not all that hard, though I did find myself really tense while fighting him because I knew if I slipped up once it was back to the start again. He has 3 stages. The first one's pretty straightforward, just jump on his head. The second one was a bit more tricky as far as the timing went, but still pretty simple. In his last stage, he shoots fireballs, and while they are pretty easy to dodge, I tend to panic in those types of situations, which often leads to my death. Once you defeat Wario, his castle kinda disintegrates into, well, another castle, that then becomes Mario's property. So I guess you could say this whole game is about Mario looking for more real estate. And then after that, the game abruptly ends. Just like this video. Balls, balls, lots of balls. Mario's got lots of balls.